A sun splash Sunday afternoon in South Florida, and we welcome you to Game 5 of this National League Championship Series, where the Chicago Cubs in this best of 7, the 23-year-old Spring, Texas native, Josh Beckett.
2003 postseason numbers not all that good, but this is a guy that they really counted on down the stretch. Won 3 or 4 games down the stretch for this club.
Swinging on a fastball. A league championship series record 65,829. Grounded to short. Gonzalez gets in front of it. Thrown in the dirt, but Lee able to get it.
That's pretty right there. Yep.
Steve, you'll say that that's difficult. You're seeing 97 out in the sun, and then through the zone, it gets dark.
Look a little off there. That pitch at 88, 2-0. Sosa rolls over it. So how about that? First time in this series, the Cubs fail to score in their first at bat. He's made 2 postseason starts.
Those are the numbers in the postseason for the big Z-man. Look at the scouting report on him.
Stolen bases, scored runs. In the losses, not a single run scored by that duo. Lou runs down the fly ball and left, 1 away.
You were talking about with a sinker ball pitcher, not only to not overthrow, but hitters try to have a sinker ball pitcher elevate.
Dropped into short right center field. Castillo with a 1-out single.
And hurt not only the Giants in their first series, but the Cubs in this one as well.
Goes the other way in the air. Sammy backpedals, and in front of the wall makes a catch. 2 away. Swung on and missed. And Zambrano showing the emotion that he said he would try to harness as the season came to an end. But a solid opening inning. We have seen Beckett feature a lot more than just the fastball here today. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Let's go back to the first inning.
It's exactly in the open, saying
as fast as they do when they throw the fastball, but taking some miles an hour off of the pitch.
That one slipped out of his hand, and Ramirez ducks underneath it. Ball 4. First base runner against Beckett for the Cubs today.
That's a hard thing to do, though. You're so far behind the plate.
Simon will supply ball into right field. He had the big home run here in Game 3 for right field. So this one playable for Cup Rep. I'm going to say Larry Poncino is the home plate umpire here today. 2 away in the inning.
He's thrown 30% of his pitches change-ups, and he's thrown 97 miles an hour. For all you kids out there, it doesn't matter how hard you throw. Have to change speeds, offset the timing of the hitter. He's doing it.
Fastball popped up in the foul ground. Lowell's got it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. The 85 Royals, the 86 Red Sox, and the 96 Atlanta Braves.
Yep.
There's strike 3 call. It's been a very generous strike zone in favor of the pitcher early on by Larry Poncino. He said, well, yeah, there's a part of me that's excited. I know what we could do today. He said, but I am not going to lose sight of the fact that this series is not over. Lowell grounds out, 2 away in the inning. Dusty's hitting coach, Gary Matthews.
Dontrell Willis from yesterday's ball game, getting the ball and then throwing it, although he's having a lot better success.
Borderline pitch there. Zambrano wanted it. Ball 4. First walk issued by the Cub right-hander.
Tried to go back to the same pitch that he struck.
I think he'd be out in front.
Off the shoe of Zambrano. Now that is the quintessential kick save.
And a beauty.
To Baco. That's big league fastball right there. Strike 3.
Beckett's got it working. So far in this ball game, it's a different guy. Game 1, after that first inning where they scored 4 runs, he did own the place. Did settle down and pitch the way he's pitching right now.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in the third, 4 now in the game. Speaking of strikeouts, today the 6th-year anniversary of Livan Hernandez.
Came from a guy named Mark Redmond who can barely break a window when he throws at it, and he was dazzling.
On the ground. And Beckett has gone through the first 3 innings and has not allowed a base hit. Now Zambrano's turn to try and answer. On the ground, slowly hit to Gonzalez. And he will throw out Beckett. We sat down with 72-year-old skipper Jack McKeon and asked him what he has seen so far in this series.
The hitter, you're trying to get that 5-run homer. You're trying to figure out a way, how are we going to get back into this game when you're down so badly?
Slapped into left field, a base hit by Pierre. He starts on the pitch, and Castillo bounces out. So they put on perhaps the hit and run. You would assume that by Castillo swinging the bat.
Then running the ball off the plate and hoping that he swings at it.
Slider away, and Rodriguez with a good at bat draws a walk.
Didn't bite.
See, I'm good with that. Because Pudge, to me, if you're facing this lineup, I'm saying Pudge can't beat me.
So I have to challenge Rodriguez with just 1.
Both runners are going to advance. Right between the legs of Paul Baco.
That's not terrible. And nothing against Derek Lee, because he wears out an awful lot of people.
Very comfortable in that situation.
I don't know how comfortable he is right now.
He's hurting. Watch him. Oh, he did rub it. He's young. He rubbed it a little bit. You don't do that, do you, Al?
On the ground is short. The first play will end the inning. 1 hit, 3 men left. The Marlins have already stranded 5.
Carlos, who were the cast-offs, really, from the LA Dodgers, in a move that they made for Hunman.
Breaking ball swung on and missed. 5 strikeouts for Josh Beckett.
He likes to throw 3-2 breaking balls.
He does, and Sammy gone looking.
And I don't want to see a ball up around anybody's head. That ball was a little further away from Sammy than maybe he thought.
On the ground to Gonzalez. In the dirt, snatched out of there by Lee.
But if you're Josh Beckett, you still have to be able to pitch inside to be effective. It's being relaxed.
Shot into right field, a base hit by Lowell, just his 2nd hit. And this his 2nd start of this LCS, 3rd postseason start overall.
He's got 2 eyeballs going different ways.
Slider down and away, swing and a miss by Conine, who has a few words as he exits stage right for Larry Poncino. Check swing and a miss. 4th strikeout of the game for Carlos Zambrano. 2 away in the inning.
Divers, guys that are either a little off the plate and like the ball out over, so they dive. Hard to get out of the way.
Bouncing ball. Diving attempt by Grzelcyk, and he throws, and on to third goes Lowell. A base hit on a 3-2 pitch by Beckett, and they're on the corners with 2 away.
He will and can drop it right in there, and you would never get Pierre.
Ball 4 to load him up.
And he thinks that is getting something out over or on the opposite side of the plate to hit it in the left field.
Check, swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Zambrano for a second straight inning works out of a bases-loaded jam. We're back after a word from your local Fox station.
I'm sitting up here now saying, please throw the curveball. There you got him with the same pitch.
A little higher, a little further in.
Fastball up and in. That's a 7th strikeout. Now, Leonard, you talked a great deal.
Is the areas that you mostly try to stay out of.
Grounded. Called up by Lee. What a play by Derek Lee.
He established the off-speed early, and now more fastballs.
Little flare into short right center field. The Cubs' first hit of the game. Want to know the count on Paul Bacco. That ball driven into deep left center field, but there's a lot of room out there.
Shoot, I thought a yellow like that was a guy who could run, just didn't know where to go. You wonder why Pudge is a catcher.
Liner picked up by Breslin. One away.
Once again, a good hitter's count to maybe cheat and get out in front of one. Get your bat head out.
So he throws him 3-1 breaking ball, and it's ball 4. Let's send it back to Los Angeles. Here's Genie Salasco. So much more amazing when you get a chance to watch him play with any regularity. When he gets that one pitch, they duck. That ball driven into left center field. Lofton going over to get it. And quickly back to first is Cabrera. Lee didn't get much of that pitch. It looked better off the bat. Only one time has a team trailed in the LCS 3-1 and come back to win the series. That was the Atlanta Braves in 1996. And the Marlins may have broken through. They have broken through. 2-run home run, Mike Lowell. Since getting out 3-2 in his 7th inning of game 3. Fly ball in the center. Lofton's got it. The Marlins on the board. And at the end of 5, lead game 5, 2-0. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, and Goodwin knew it. 8th strikeout of the game.
Was overboard whatsoever. As you mentioned, though, Al, does it help you or hurt you as you pitch?
Fly ball, Lofton McPierre.
Loose, you have a good delivery. Positive vibes.
Slow roller to Gonzalez. Had trouble getting the ball out of his mitt, but enough on the throw to cut down Breslin. Sosa left in the on-deck circle, and Beckett wearing him out through 6. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Marlins lead 2-0, and now on to pitch for the Cubs, right-hander Dave Veers.
Marlins hitters are going to have to be even more patient. Veers' sinking fastball is about 10 miles an hour slower than Zambrano's is.
Popped up to Breslin, 1 away. Chris Myers is in Boston. Check swing roller by Beckett, and Veers will throw him out. Quickly 2 away. And that was a little flare by Alex Gonzalez with 2 outs and nobody on in the 5th inning. Pierre drops a bunt. Bacco picks it up, plays it beautiful. You can't draw it up any better than that. We go to the 7th. 2-0. Marlins in front.
Certainly going to get him a little upset.
The helmet didn't like it that much either.
Tapper down to third. Lowell, plenty of time. One away.
Sammy hustling down the line all the way. The guys in the truck had that graphic up before I could spit it out.
Lined into center field. Second hit of the game for the Cubs against Beckett. It's only a 2-1 ball game. So now the tying run comes to the plate. And Ramirez will be the batter. 0-2 on Ramirez. Beckett the pause. And a pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. 9th of the game for Beckett. Breaking ball rolled over to the right side. Inning over. Josh Beckett hurling a 2-hit shutout and leads by 2.
How we've really appreciated Jack McKeon's style, his openness.
Pulled to the right side, and Breslonic throws out Castillo.
You know, after the ball games to a lot of these playoff games, the organizations will throw little parties out.
To an 85-77 record and a second-place finish in a Central. In the air, left field. Did Rodriguez get enough? Yes, sir.
Signed a 1-year contract here.
Served in a short right center, base hit by Cabrera. You can make an argument that somebody ought to look into a long-term contract for both the guys standing in that shot.
Yeah.
Both Rodriguez and Jack McKeon.
I think the one drawback that you may look at with
Hot smash to Ramirez, and this will turn into a double play. That ball hit right on the nose, and beautifully played by the Cub third baseman. Pudge plays long ball in the inning. We go to the 8th. 3-0 Florida.
that can get away like that is because you're putting so much pressure on the inner half. Your first 2 fingers is trying to spin the ball, turn it over, and you can really push it towards the hitter.
10 strikeouts now in the game for Josh Beckett. He struck out the best pitched game in this series. And it's not changing. 11 strikeouts, which ties a season high this year by Beckett.
Still pitching. 3-0 in the 8th. Here comes a fastball. Outside corner.
Sharply hit, but Castillo to backhand it. Inning over. Josh Beckett without a complete game all year long. 3 outs away from one here in Game 5. Popped up into right field. Sosa comes on to get it. Major League Baseball. What a wonderful setting this has been. In the air to left field off the bat of Conine. It is 4-0 Marlins.
Mr. Marlin.
And Billy the Marlin in better spirits. Off the end of the bat, short center. 2 away. All right, which World Series would you like to see the most? And he's drawn a walk. Been on base 2 times in the game. it to the left side, and that'll end the inning. Steve mentioned the Cubs have a top of the order coming up against Josh Beckett, trailing in Game 5, 4-0. Kenny Lofton pops it up. Playable for who? Lowell to come in and get it. Josh Beckett now 2 outs away from the first complete game shutout in a League Championship Series game since the big unit.
Zambrano has been awfully good all year, and even in this postseason as a reliever, he's been pretty dominant. And nothing against Penny's stuff, but I think he's going to go with Pavano.
On the ground to second, you look at Carl Pavano, who in this postseason has pitched in 5 games, 4 2/3 innings. The numbers get a little better when you run it to 3 games to 2. Tapper to short. Cub fans have waited 58 years to get to the World Series. They will wait 48 more hours to have a chance again. Josh Beckett denies the Cubs a chance to win it here in South Florida with just simply an electrifying Game 5 performance. I'm not sure you can throw a better game than Beckett threw here tonight.